get more wild.
SNL's kind of funny again.
They've had some funny sketches.
Yeah.
They had Shane on twice.
Shane on twice?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, so it's good. It's good for comedy. It's good. Comedy has to be looser. You have to be more wild. Doesn't mean you're cruel. It doesn't mean you're evil. It's just comedy. Just like movies where people get shot, that's not evil either. Okay? It's like comedy is funnier when it says fucked up things. It just is. Always has been. Yeah, back from Richard Pryor and Lenny Bruce and Sam Kinison and Bill Hicks and everybody else and Eddie Murphy. It's always been the wildest shit is what's funny.
Bill Maher and Joe Rogan just lit up Hollywood. And honestly, it's brutal. For years, Tinseltown has been force-feeding audiences woke storylines, turning dads into jokes and parents into fools. But Maher and Rogan? They've had enough. They ripped the mask right off the industry.
Like, wide open. They were completely open to do wild stuff now. Because they're like, look, fuck all this woke shit. This is not profitable. Not only is it not profitable, like, we're actually killing the business. And you're killing the business of comedy because people watch these specials and like, what is this? Like, you made a DEI comedy special. Or, an inclusive comedy special where you're letting people do comedy in the biggest form in the world just because they fit this particular group of people, this particular political group. It's crazy. It's identity politics in the worst way possible because it's counterproductive for your business.
Take Netflix, for example. Instead of focusing on actual comedy, they got caught up in checking every identity box imaginable. Even if the comedians weren't funny, they still got a special. What followed? An endless stream of stale, forced jokes that didn't land with anyone. Viewers stopped laughing, ratings crashed, and Netflix felt it where it hurt the most, the bottom line. Subscriptions dropped, critics piled on, and suddenly this so-called woke comedy revolution wasn't looking so revolutionary anymore. Rogan called it exactly as it was.
Provide entertainment. And in some of your more successful businesses are the movies and shows. They're wild shows. Yeah. Like crazy shit happens in these shows. But not with comedy. With comedy, we have to gatekeep. We have to keep it. And I think they realized after they did a few of those things that nobody watches them. People hate them. And it actually is bad for their business. And then they do the Brady Roast. Boom! And they're like, okay. And when I did my special, they had no limitations on me. They didn't say anything.
And they have before?
And it was live. But no, because it was live. They're like, we're not telling you what to say. It's live. Just go ahead.
Fortunately,
by the time Rogan finally got his shot with Netflix, the company had started to wake up. They realized the go woke, go broke formula was tanking their business. So they pivoted hard back to what people actually wanted, real comedy that makes you laugh. No more freebies, no more shortcuts. If you wanted a Netflix stage, you had to earn it. And guess what? Audiences came flooding back. Subscriptions bounced back. The laughs returned. And Netflix learned the hard way. People want talent, not political speeches disguised as punchlines.
For the club, they're like, okay. I'm like, really? Okay. They're letting it go. Now, Tony has a special that's coming out on Netflix. They're doing Kill Tony is on Netflix now.
Really?
He's doing more roasts on Netflix. Yeah.
But while Netflix may have saved itself, Hollywood is still drowning in the woke trap. They keep rewriting classics, turning beloved fairy tales and iconic characters into political statements no one asked for. The result? Stories that feel more like lectures than entertainment. Fans aren't buying it, and the box office numbers prove it. Meanwhile, Netflix is thriving by giving people what they actually want: good storytelling and genuine talent. Hollywood, on the other hand, keeps sabotaging itself in the name of progress.
Competition with YouTube, because so many people, like Shane put his special out on YouTube, Ari put Jew on YouTube. So many people are putting these wild specials on YouTube and they're getting massive numbers.
Yeah.
Massive numbers. And so I think they're just like, look, we're in the fucking business. Like, what are we doing? This is obviously like super popular and people love it. And it's also really good. This is really good comedy. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Let's go back. Going woke.
Let's go back to where we were. And now that Trump's in office, it's like, well, the whole country leans in that direction.
And here's where politics enters the picture. Trump's nonstop battle against wokeness didn't just shake up Washington. It gave entire industries the courage to push back, too. For years, Corporations bent the knee to woke culture, alienating millions of regular Americans who felt disconnected from the stories being pushed on them. Then Trump called it out head-on. Love him or hate him, his blunt stance gave a voice to frustrations that had been boiling for years. Suddenly, businesses and studios felt emboldened to move away from virtue signaling and back towards serving their audiences.
Thing that's gone on, it seems like in this, especially this last year, where what's the word I'm looking at? Ideology is more important than art.
Way more, certainly to the awards.
Yeah. And it's just, it's like, ideology
Right.
trumps art.
And that's
Ideology trumps individual
terrible.
effort. Ideology trumps good. Ideology trumps entertaining.
The sad truth is, so much of Hollywood doesn't even care about entertaining anymore. Their obsession is pushing an agenda. What should be moments of joy, laughter, or inspiration end up as heavy-handed sermons on film reels. Instead of memorable characters and powerful stories, we get one-dimensional mouthpieces designed to lecture us. The result? Movies that feel flat, joyless, and completely out of touch. Instead of tapping into universal human experiences, they shove ideology into every frame. That's not art, it's propaganda. And audiences are walking away in droves.
To say to you, besides the great entertainment, I have always really appreciated the way you pushed back. When anyone tried to stifle you, shut you up, shame you, bully you, they tried it with the last one, with Once Upon a Time in the Hollywood, some bullshit about Margot Robbie doesn't have enough lines. And you do what I wish other people would do. Instead of apologizing like a little pussy, you say, I don't agree with your assessment.
Bill Maher says more filmmakers should take notes from Quentin Tarantino, one of the few directors who refuses to bow down to the mob. According to Maher, real artists have a duty to protect creative freedom, even if it offends some people. Sadly, not everyone has Tarantino's backbone. Too often, directors cave, cut powerful scenes, or issue endless apologies just to appease critics who are never going to be happy anyway. And when that happens, it's not just the movie that suffers. The art of storytelling itself takes the hit.
You to get more wild.
SNL's kind of funny again.
They've had some funny sketches.
Yeah.
They had Shane on
They had
twice.
Shane on twice?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, so it's good. It's good for comedy. It's good. Comedy has to be looser. You have to be more wild. Doesn't mean you're cruel. It doesn't mean you're evil. It's just comedy. Just like movies where people get shot, that's not evil either. Okay? It's like comedy is funnier when it says fucked up things. It just is. Always has
joke.
been. Yeah, back from Richard Pryor and Lenny Bruce and Sam Kinison and Bill Hicks and everybody else and Eddie Murphy. It's always been the wildest shit is what
Joe Rogan nailed it too. Comedy has always thrived on pushing limits, poking fun at taboos, and saying out loud what everyone else is thinking but afraid to admit. That's the magic of it. It makes us laugh and forces us to think differently at the same time. But the second you start telling comedians what they can or can't say, you destroy the very heart of comedy. Great jokes don't come from playing it safe. They come from daring to offend, provoke, and spark real conversations. Silence the comedians, and you silence cultural commentary itself.
Yeah, exactly. King's Comedy, Blue Collar Tour, Dave Chappelle. It's like, it's all with the wild shit is the funniest shit, period.
That's what people want to see.
That's what people want to see. They know what it is. It's a fucking art form. It's called shit talking.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Put your offense to the side.
Yeah, just go have a good time. They don't mean it. Like, have you seen Brian Holtzman yet?
No.
Oh my God, you gotta see Brian Holtzman. He's a Los Angeles legend that we got to come out to Austin. And he was like the guy that would go on late at night. And he's so wild that Mitzi Shore wouldn't put him on stage for 2 weeks after 9/11.
Really?
She's like, no, don't let him go up. And we were dying. Holt's like, Mitzi, I don't understand. I'm not going to say anything crazy. And she's like, no way, no way.
At its core, comedy is a mirror. It exaggerates life so we can laugh at ourselves, flaws and all. Comedians don't mean every word literally. The craft is about stretching reality just enough to highlight something ridiculous and human. That's why people connect with it. But in today's climate, even obvious jokes get twisted into attacks by the perpetually offended. And it doesn't stop there. They rally to cancel comedians outright. Ironically, The very art form that once united people through laughter is now under siege by those terrified of being laughed at.
After he's like, I heard there were bad kids. I heard they sat that close to the TV. They didn't pollute away their blocks. They were always spilling their fucking milk. Those kids would not be missed. Like, it's a crazy character. You meet him in real life, he's the nicest guy on earth. But he's so funny. He's so ridiculous. I don't want to tell you what he's talking about now. I don't want to give it away, but comics just line up to watch this guy. Like, when he's on stage, we all get onto the balcony. Like, a Holtzman's
Has he been in the mothership?
Oh, yeah, he headlines there all the time.
Nice.
He's there all the time. He wasn't having an audience in L.A. because they were putting him late at night. And here we're like, throw him up at 10 o'clock. Let him headline.
Yeah.
Give him 40 minutes, man. Let him go off.
Look at what's happened during Biden's presidency. Several comedians faced real consequences just for speaking their minds. Amber Ruffin, for instance, was dropped from hosting the White House Correspondents' Dinner after her political remarks were deemed too one-sided. Michael Rappaport claimed some of his shows were canceled because of his outspoken support for Israel. These cases show a troubling trend. Comedians losing gigs not just for edgy jokes, but for personal opinions. Comedy has always thrived on boldness, but the cancel culture climate is making that nearly impossible.
I'm not saying we got to go make Tropic Thunder multiple times.
Have you seen Segura's new Netflix series?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Is it?
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's
What is
called
it?
Bad Thoughts.
Okay.
It's these short sketches, these short films, essentially. They're all like short, like 5-10 minute films.
Yeah.
And there's just a bunch of them, and they're fucking ridiculous, like so outrageous and so crazy that you're watching like, no, oh my god, what the fuck, dude?
Is it just
really
him,
wild.
Or is Bert with him?
A bunch of people. No, Bert is not in it, and Bert actually made a video congratulating Tom and
Bert's on the
saying,
outs.
I don't know why I wasn't on it. Did you think about me having?
Meanwhile, Hollywood hasn't learned. Just look at the upcoming Snow White remake, stripped of its magic and repackaged as a political statement nobody wanted. Or the new Superman, which seems more focused on virtue signaling than showcasing strength, hope, and heroism. These aren't fresh takes, they're ideological rewrites. Instead of entertaining fans, they alienate them. Hollywood seems to have forgotten the golden rule. Audiences go to the movies for escapism, not lectures.
I was answering to Tom Rothman, the head of Columbia Pictures. And so it wasn't a committee, it was him. So when we had an issue, we talked about it and whatever. And, I want to be a good partner, so I'm listening to him, but I'm not going to, stab my move in the balls.
Was there some stuff in that movie that he thought was not appropriate or not too dangerous?
More like he would wince at stuff. He goes, Quentin, they're going to go after you for this. Well, that's okay. I can handle it. I'm trying to help you, man.
But it's not helping you, right? Ultimately.
I know what he means.
Yeah.
All right.
Legendary director Quentin Tarantino gets it. For decades, he's been celebrated for fearless storytelling and bold, unapologetic art. And even when the mob comes after him, calling his films problematic, he doesn't back down. Unlike so many others, Tarantino refuses to compromise his craft just to appease online outrage. That's why audiences respect him, because he represents a time when creativity came first, not politics. And that's where we'll leave it today. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.